Okay, so this is a music review of a old song by S-T-E-V-E-N, Cat Stevens. Okay, so this is a music review, and this song, I heard it when I was about 20 years old, or maybe a little bit older, something like that, very young. And I knew it quite well because it used to be played in the place where I lived by other people over and over. So I was aware of this particular song, and it went something like, try to concentrate because there is the aerial artificially intelligent aircraft going over the roof as I make this video, because they have to affect your mind and send their negative energy at you as they go over the roof. It's not a very human area at all. In fact, it's basically Lucifer's army base. That just simply means that that's where you have like programmed local community city systems in play. Everything from the bus service with the bus depot where the buses pile past you one after another, to the excessive motorbike gang patrols, even though they are not always like, say, in 20 people, they're like spread out over, a shorter period of time so that it looks more natural. But in reality, they make excessive, loud road rage sounds as they go past. Every lorry, which should just be a freight vehicle carrying useful supplies, is basically a patrol road rage vehicle too, with excessive sound coming out of these vehicles always as they go directly past you. And they stop the sound and make no noise the minute they're a block away. Then they're quiet like a normal vehicle, or at least as quiet as a normal vehicle would be if they weren't deliberately making the excessive road rage sound with their actual mechanics of the vehicle. It's very anti-life and very aggressive behaviour from these androgyne, artificially intelligent machine beings as they patrol past you, because they don't just patrol. Even if they were just patrolling, it would be infringing, or you would feel confined and restricted. But they're actually not just patrolling, they're actually, like I say, they've got road rage in them. And the reason for this is because they are disciples or operatives, depending on their level of consciousness, I guess, for Lucifer's legions of this earth. And these are from another these are like, you could say, not so much from another dimension, because that sounds very mystical and supernatural. But they just come from another part. It's just that I'm not aware of what that part is or where that area is, I'm saying. But I don't know. But either way, this song is called, and it speaks of these beings, see. It's by the artist known as Cat Stevens, who was around a long time ago. This being now is called Yusuf because they found their matrix religion in recent times, I'm told, which surprised me because I knew that this particular being, this particular, a demigod being, was actually looking for the truth, or looking for the reason for its existence in the particular songs, just as this one is. But, they are still demigods of the Matrix, and they appear to be humans looking for truth, looking for answers, looking for God, that type of thing. But they already have found their truth and their God, and they are legions of Lucifer, because all demigods are part of that, are part of the Earth Matrix. In fact, they're disciples for Lucifer's Earth Matrix, or for the lonely, desperate, dying asteroid beings that come from elsewhere and have taken over the Earth, or taken over humanity's mind and therefore its Earth. But this is not the original Earth. This is only part of it. Okay, so the magic music video review is from a shorter song called Longer Boats. When I say shorter, it used to be shorter. This is the point that I'm going to make. Some people call this Mandela effect, but I cannot speak on that. I don't know. All I know is that when I heard this song when I was 20 or something years old, and I heard it over and over again, it was not this long version where they've added the real truth on, or at least the situation of the Earth Matrix. This shows that all these videos are contrived, that the demigods are part of artificial intelligence, that basically the whole internet and most of what you see is downloaded in the moment, or downloaded recently and pretends to be 17 years ago. Pretends to be 17 years ago. It's not 17 years ago that they added the last bit of this song on. And I know because I used to listen to this song over and over again. They used to play it in the place where I lived. All the relatives and all the people that resided in the house used to play this song over and over again. And I haven't heard it, yes, for about 40 odd years, shall we say. Let's just say something to that effect, so that we don't, because everything is time, but time is not that relevant. It's created to make us feel limited and cramped and suppressed, and it does. Just like I am when I'm thinking back to this time of a long time ago, and realising that my time is now close to being up. And that's all just to make my frequency and vibration low, or make me feel depressed. The awareness of limited time, the awareness of aging, all these things which shouldn't really be part of my reality, but they're conditioning by Lucifer's matrix. In other words, every circumstance that is set up around you with these androgyne beings, not just your divine demigod androgyne beings like the music demigods, which are the best of, I was about to say the best of a, what could you say? Are they the best of a bad lot? Are they the best of a bad lot? Are they, or are they when I say the best of a bad lot, because there are a lot of people that are against humanity. They are the opposing forces. They are like what psychology calls the darker side of human nature, because human beings are made to go into your dark side, or what they call your shadow side in psychology, in this matrix. They always want you in low frequency, low vibration, always in your shadow side, always in your darker nature, which is not really your nature. It's not human nature, it's Archon human nature. It's Archon human created nature by these beings that are around you, and by the set-up stage circumstances that you have in your life from the day you come into the earth existence. In other words, from the day you're born. Most people realise this, but they don't realise how set up and controlled it is. They just think it's unfortunate circumstances that maybe they were born into, a diabolically unusual situation or family setup. But it is a setup. It's a staged reality. Nothing is not staged. Nothing is not planned by the God entity that controls Earth. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It all seems natural and accidental, or what they call random, but it's not. It's all designed to control you and keep you at your lowest, most humanly suppressed level, or what psychology tells you is your dark shadow side. But that dark shadow side shouldn't even exist for most human beings. It's merely a program or a conditioning, how you're made by your circumstances and your environment. If you have been traumatized most of your life, sometimes you won't even know you're traumatized, because it will be intermingled, as they call it, with the trauma bond, which simply means that you have intermittent good and bad circumstances merged together so that you can't tell the difference. But also it's about total false, what they call false programming, in other words, or false information always being given to you from baby to grave, so that you never really know what the real world is. You have a false perception of human nature and of the world and the earth. Everything is told to you. It's all false or misleading or concocted information that takes you away from being your true self, shall we say. You end up being like these dead dark beings that are on a lonely asteroid with a void in their mind. They're a void mind. They're an empty, dark mind. They don't have humanity in them. They're a survival machine being. The demigods are part of this. Even those that sing and tell you about it are all false, what they call false prophets, false, they're deceivers in the sense that they're really not human. So, they're doing that to control the human mind and to keep the human being under their control and under their thumb, because they need the human mind for their survival, because they're a dying race, they're a dying species. Dying but not yet destroyed, as the song goes. They're dying but they're not yet destroyed. But they're destroying humanity in the process so that they can survive. That's the problem. Okay, so let's go back to the song. I'm going to turn this off. Now, let's go back to the music video, if I can. Let's go, sorry about that. Let's go back to the music video. Oh, I better go back to the music video, but I don't know. Let's go back to the music video if I can. I can go back to the music video. I don't want to show these microphones, but I guess I'll have to. It's very, I was caught for copyright when I filmed the excessive noise because I foolishly added some really loud music videos in to make the video more interesting, so I couldn't I wasn't allowed to, due to copyright, download showing the excessive mind control, trauma inducing sound that was created by the androids coming into the house a week ago, when it was so loud that the mobile was picking it up very clear. But I foolishly, because the sound went on for a couple of hours, I kept recording the video and playing some music videos. So basically, I wasn't able to successfully download it. But that's also how they were controlling my mind to make me keep recording more music videos after I had recorded the excessive sound. That was really very negative, and shows that it's an unreasonable sound program that goes around me, because the androids use, their presence and the use of sound, mechanical sounds, to mentally disturb you, so that they keep you always unhappy or at low frequency and vibration and energy, because everything's frequency, vibration and energy, and they know that. And they know that a human emotion, when it is higher frequency and vibration, gives you more protection from their direct energy attacks, from their sound system, from their patrolling system around you, from all the negative aspects that these androgyne beings at a community and city level perform around you. Because they do perform it, because it's all staged and set up. It's all part of Lucifer's human mind control program, so that its lonely asteroid beings, lonely dying asteroid beings that have a void in their mind because they're survival machine beings, these beings want to take the human mind to fill that void so that they avoid extinction. That's the bottom line of it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this song if I can. Okay, I think I'm allowed to, but I'm going to try not to show too much here. So, okay, so we better come back here so that, just in case even though I'm doing a music review. Okay, so longer boats are coming to win us. They're coming to win us. Longer boats are coming to win us. So you better hold on to the shore, or they'll be taking your key to your door to escape this earth matrix. I don't want no God on my lawn, just a flower, a human I can help along, 'cause the soul of nobody knows how a flower or a human goes, and they want to know so that they can avoid extinction. They want the transhumanism like they're doing to me. I'm being transhumanized right now for years. So longer boats are coming to win us. They're coming to win us. They've already took us over. Hold on to the shore, or they'll be taking the key to your door, because you're the door to eternity, and they want it. So Mary dropped all her stuff and all her garments by the sand, and let the parson come and take her hand. But the soul of no one knows where the parson goes either, because that's the dark soul. The parson took Mary, the little innocent human, by the hand, and she dropped all her garments and everything she had to take the hand and run off with the parson. But the soul, the dark soul of the parson, nobody knows where the parson goes. They're coming to win us. Okay. So they'll take the key from your door. And the demigods also take your light, because they are the world stage players. The demigods are music artists, your music idols, your music and movie idols, icons. They con you because they serve Lucifer's matrix. They serve these beings that are trying to avoid extinction. This is the last part of the song. This is the last part of the song. See, the song originally finished. The song originally finished here, or about here. It was a short song. This Longer Boats was actually a shorter boats song. It was a shorter version of this song back when I was 20 odd. When this song first came out by this music artist, or the demigod, divine, androgyne, android being of the matrix, because they are already transhuman, just like I am being transhumanized by the technology that connects me to their artificially intelligent worldwide internet computer web. That's Lucifer's computer virus, and the mind virus, as they say, infects your mind, just as it infects my mind, and so that makes you less human. And you're actually connected to their computer mind virus. That's transhumanism. That's what's happening to everyone, but you don't know it. Or if you do know it, there's not a lot you can do about it. But, so he says, come on. Now he added this, you see. Wait on. I'm just going to show this. That this was added to the song recently. But they tell you that this song was downloaded 17 years ago, and it was first introduced by this music artist to the worldwide stage music industry in about 1970, which is a long time ago. I'm not sure of the exact year, but it was 1970 or very early 70s when this music demigod was, performing and releasing their albums and their music songs. But this particular song, this is what some people call an effect. This is merely that time and the programming, the transhuman program that takes place to me, usually I'm not aware of it. See, I could have easily looked at this song after 40 years and said to myself, it's the same song. because it is the same song. It's just that they've added this stark, truthful reality to the end of it, because it finished after about here. It finished here. Originally, 40 years ago, but now it goes longer, where it's adding, because it wants to, the demigod music artist and the Matrix wants people to think that these music demigods are very spiritual and very aware of things, which they are, but they only release this awareness or actually tell the truth when humans start to realize the truth, because they have to be affiliated as the true humans. So they affiliate themselves artificially or falsely, we could say, because they're artificial beings. So they affiliate themselves with humanity by pretending to be the same as a real human, discovering or looking for the real truth. And as humans wake up, then they have to show that they also are waking up, or that they are the truth tellers. They are your false demigod, false prophets of the Matrix, as they call them. And that's really all I can say. But I'm going to play the end of this and show it. I'd like to turn it up, but I'm not sure if it's getting very late of a night here when I'm filming this. That's why it's relatively quiet. So he says, you better wake up and look around. On a lonely asteroid, you can see them looking down. That's Lucifer's legions looking down on the earth, because they're dying, but they're not destroyed. But they will destroy humanity to avoid them dying. So longer boats. I think I might be allowed to play. I'm going to just wind it back here. I'm going to wind it back. Going to wind it back to the start. I think. Oh, okay. So he doesn't want no God on his lawn, but neither do humans want a God on their lawn, because when you're in the earth, you're just meant to help the flower along, the other human being, because God, your creator, is not in earth. The other demigod, or Lucifer, and its demigods control earth. So they are the god of earth, or the, they control the human mind, they control the earth, they control the whole narrative of their stage setup, earth, world, stage play, you could say. Because that's putting it fancy and making it sound very important. And it is, but it is like a play. It is a movie. It isn't the real truth, and it isn't the real human story. It's their version of what they want you to think is human. Okay. I can't do this actually. Okay, I can't quite do this because I'm messing up the actual thing here. As you can see, I'm not exactly a professional video maker. In fact, I'm actually feeling like as though I'm part of the one-eyed transhuman matrix right at this moment, because there's pain in one of my eyes, which is telling me that the God entity is trying to send its energy at my eyes, if to say you have to be a one-eyed God like our demigods and like our operatives and our disciples and our followers and the minions that serve our earth matrix. That's just putting it bluntly. And I'm getting, not doing so well here, so but I'm just plane going over, military plane over the roof. Okay, so hold on to the shore, but it might be too late to hold.
Mary dropped the pants by the sand, the letter parson, come and take a hand, but the soul of nobody knows where the parson goes. Oh, where does the parson go?
So where does the parson go? That's like your false prophets. So Mary dropped everything by the sand and let the parson come and take her hand. In other words, she presented let her guard down with the parson. What humans do. That we let our guard down with these androgyne beings. We think they're real humans. We show our soul to them. We give our soul to them, or we give our mind to them. And, the soul and the mind, same thing. It's just that soul sounds more impressive, more spiritual. But it's all the same thing, because the human is the centre of the earth matrix, and the human is part of proper, real, natural creation. Whereas Lucifer's matrix is all about what is, created the same as it. It's all artificial intelligence. It's all technology. It's all, it's a cyborg reality that pretends to be a natural, real earth. Whereas it's really all a technical simulation, as they say. That just simply means that it's controlled completely by technology. It's controlling the human mind and creating an artificial reality, even though it pretends to be saving and part of a natural reality. That's the deception, to get you connected to the internet computer virus. And that's really what it is. And I think I've lost that particular song, so I might just finish up either by going outside and seeing if the aerial attacks are still raining outside. Yesterday it actually was raining as well, but I don't really want to play the music really loud at this late time of night, but as I'm doing a music review, it just makes the videos a bit more entertaining if I even play the demigods. Yes, the little doggies in the neighbourhood are all barking because most of them are confined to the earth matrix, or even confined in the way that they have to live. Even a doggie's life is a bit like a human's life. It is, domestic animals are like domestic humans. They are provided with basic needs, but they are not allowed to roam free, and that is also true of human beings. So that's really how it is. So, and, so that's really just how it is, but I don't know. And they're whining too. I can hear them whining and barking outside, because animals aren't even conditioned as much as myself to where you accept living in a city, domestic, controlled life, even when the matrix hasn't come down on you. But when they come down on you, then you actually find it very difficult to accept this. But okay, so I don't know what I'm even filming here. I'm just trying to make it more interesting. But I better close this video quickly if I can. Okay. Sad that you can't hear. Okay, so this is another music review. It always ends up to one thing, honey, and I can't think of right words to say. Okay. Okay, so I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to leave that song, I think. I'm going to leave that for a bit. Just going to leave that for a bit because I can't quite find the right words to say. It always ends up to one thing, honey, and I can't think of the right words to say. But I'm always thinking of you, always thinking of a human. My eye is getting affected by the one-eyed god and its minions around me. They want to transhumanize me and make me like them, but that means a loss of my humanity, whereas these survival machine beings survive, and I die. I'm dying. They're dying, but they're using the human mind so that they think they will avoid dying, or that they will avoid their inevitable extinction, because once you have too much technology, you know, too much artificial, you've gone, you know, you have longevity, but you can no longer create or reproduce naturally because you're artificial. And this is what they do to human beings. They make us something we're not. We're now something we're not. You know, see, I'm using the plastic to open the door. I'm something I'm not. I'm artificial. I'm not real anymore. I'm not human. I'm not allowed to be human. I can't be human. I don't even know what it is to be human now. I don't know. But I'm just gonna, I've just come outside and it's a bit chilly out here. It's either too hot or too cold. They control the weather, of course, too. There is a patrol plane coming into my line of sight, but unfortunately the mobile will not pick this up, I don't think, but it is coming right into my line of sight. That means as soon as I come out, that patrol plane can actually radar right in on me. So although it's right in the distance and very far away, see it coming? It will come through that light. See that light? It will come through that light in my line of sight very soon. Can you see it? There it goes. But you will probably not pick it up with the mobile, but that actually is zooming right in on me right now, so it can actually see me like as though it's standing right next to me. That's what they call, I'm told, military technology, which they openly have. So it's not something that's hidden, it's just that you don't think that they employ it in a city on innocent old civilians, but they do because they use civilians for this transhumanism and for their own study of the human mind, because you're isolated and defenseless. In other words, you are a human guinea pig. I'm a human guinea pig being used by the powers that be, and Lucifer's scientists, and it's a whole operation, or a whole it's just transhuman program taking place on me, so that they can achieve connection with a human mind and humanity for power and control, but also for their aversion of extinction, their aversion to extinction. They don't accept the natural fate of extinction or of them dying. No, they're on a, like that Longer Boat song said, they're on a dying mission to avoid extinction. They've come from their lonely void of the asteroid with their darker mind, because they don't have the higher frequency and vibration of a human being. And here comes the aircraft to send its energy and take over my too old to reach up to actually show the plane over my head, because I have to put the mobile up. But here comes another one. As soon as I speak, another one is going to cross in my line of sight right this very moment through that light. Can you see it? That's another one of Lucifer's military jets or planes surveilling and tracking my thoughts and my movements. And they are what in religious terminology or spiritual terminology they call the watchers, watching with their one-eyed, all-seeing eye. And their one eye is their mission, where they are one-eyed about their mission to transhumanize humanity, or in other words, to combine the human mind with their technical mind so that they avoid extinction. That is the bottom line truth of what they're doing to me right now.